Meditation don't have to be so complicated. The thing is, as soon as it got to America, all those types of places, right away, a lot of variation has been created. A lot of people wrote book about it who just didn't know about it at all. And the truth, the root got lost. So in this video, I will share with you the root of a method that is beginner friendly on how to meditate efficiently. And even though it is beginner friendly, it does not mean at all that it will be limiting, that it will not lead to anywhere interesting. Because in fact, this method alone is enough to awaken anyone, to make anyone realize enlightenment and even beyond. So it goes like this. Instead of sitting and closing your eyes and waiting to become meditative, which could take 30 minutes, an hour, and sometimes even more than this, we will copy the way that the yogi is breathing. And because we will copy the way that a meditative yogi is breathing, the outcome will be that naturally you will be meditative also, without even needing skills of meditation at all, without understanding much at all about meditation either. And the reason that it works, it is even proven scientifically. It is because the way you breathe is directly related to the way you feel. When you are hungry, you breathe deeply. When you're sad, your breath is all shattered, all broken. When you're stressing out, you find yourself hyperventilating, breathing too fast. And similarly, when you are meditative, because meditation is not an action, meditation is a state in which you can be within yourself. So when you are meditative, your breath also becomes of a new quality. Suddenly, you breathe in so richly and you exhale fully to the point that your stomach even sucks itself within a little bit. And because you inhale in a certain way, you will feel a certain way. So the method for this meditation is simply to take full control over the life force entering your system and leaving your system. So make sure to understand it is not about watching the breath, but rather about taking full control over the action of inhaling and exhaling, controlling every millisecond of it. This is all you have to do. Now that you will be mastering the breath, fully taking charge of it, this is what we call as pranayam. It is often seen as control of the breath, but this is not exact. In fact, it is more as expansion of vital force. Because with oxygen, there is an energy that flows with it. This energy is prana. And when you take control over inhaling and exhaling consciously, this increases the amount of pranic energy that enters your body. And the more pranic energy you have within your body, the more that you grow spiritually, naturally, the more that you comprehend all the existential law, that you find liberation within yourself, that you get more spiritual download, that you grow as a soul and truly evolve spiritually. So this is what pranayam, the control of the breath, will be doing for you. So with pranayam, something else will be needed. It is what we call as asan. And asan is to fully master a position. But how will we describe mastering a position based on asan? It is based on, first of all, effortlessness. It takes no effort for you to sit in a certain way. So you become totally comfortable. And because you are totally comfortable within yourself, there is no movement at all. You are utterly still. You don't feel the need to move. So this is what asan is. And asan can be done in a position such as siddhasanas, which is my favorite meditation position. It could be the lotus if this is the best for you. If all of those positions are too hard for you, you could even be sitting on a chair. Because if you are totally comfortable, you lose all feeling of the body. You just are in a state where you don't even feel the body anymore. This is asan as well. So now that you understand pranayam and asan, which are the two fundamental keys for meditation, you must be wondering, what about the mind? What about all the thoughts that comes in, all the emotion? Because for most people, this is what they feel is keeping them away from being meditative. So if you just master pranayam, as you remember, the way you breathe change the way you think. The slower that you breathe, the slower that you think. And asan, if you are effortlessly still, non-moving, when you are still, also your mind becomes still. So your breath and your stillness of body will be the key element that will quiet down your mind. And this is all you need. Because if you try with the mind to quiet down the mind, it will never work. The mind thinks this is what it does. But by being still and controlling the breath, naturally it becomes quiet. So just lose all sense of identification with thought. Don't even care what your mind thinks about. There is no positive, there is no negative. We are just looking to be still in body-mind, without effort. The only thing you're doing is controlling the inhalation and exhalation of the life force. That is all. So if you go on just doing this, not even caring at all what's going on with your mind, you will find out that your mind will become quiet after a couple of minutes. At first, maybe it's going to take 10 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. It's different for everyone. But slowly, as you practice daily, it will take less and less time to have no mind, a silent mind, or what we call as samadhi, when you don't feel your body and either your mind. You just are yourself, the soul, distant from the body and the mind. This is the true experience of the self. This is what true enlightenment is about. And then of course you must learn to embody this, even in your daily activities. But that will be for another video, maybe next week. So remember, in order to meditate properly, asan, position, no movement. Pranayam, the base is the most important, controlling the inhalation and exhalation of oxygen as slow as possible by the nose. And lastly, the mind, just let it be and it will be fine. Before we end this video, I want to let you know that you also have to breathe the proper way. And in order to breathe properly, simply inhale from the bottom of your stomach. When this area is full, continue inhaling at your middle upper body. And when this is full, now from the lungs. And it will all be done as one inhalation. It just goes from the bottom to the top. There is no need to focus on each of them separately. Your inhalation must be equal to your exhalation in time. No need to count though, you will just feel it. So you will inhale and exhale for, I suggest, 10-second inhale and 10-second exhale. It's possible at first it's going to be too hard to do this, but remember, the slower you breathe, the easier it will be to be meditative. So just go with what is comfortable, always looking for going even slower. And by the way, if you end up not breathing at all, you wonder what's going on, do not be afraid. It is very known by yogi that there is a state that we can realize in meditation where we become breathless. And you will not die from it. In fact, you will go beyond. You will go so deep within. So don't be afraid if there is no breathing. All is good. So are you looking forward to do this meditation practice? Do you have any question about it? Let me know within the comment. I would love to hear about you. And I'm always here for anyone who is serious about taking action to grow spiritually. I welcome you to like, comment and subscribe, because every Friday a new video is coming your way for your spiritual growth as it matters to me. I'm Simon, and together we rise back toward unity, going home to the source. Hare Krishna.